Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and welcome back to World of Warships with Rear Admiral Jingles. I do actually have a slight confession to make today. Technically this is an emergency video. I forgot what day it was. I thought today was today is my day off, but I thought yesterday was my day off. And it wasn't until around about 10 PM at night that I realised, oh shit, I have to do a video for tomorrow. Luckily, Runner 357 to the rescue here in the USS Montana. Runner 357, a Swedish military veteran, former community contributor, still plays the game, still streams the game. Link below in the video description to his Twitch TV channel. I'm not sure if he also streams on YouTube, but it shouldn't be too difficult to find out. You know, if that's your thing. Runner's in the USS Montana. So the Monty's been around a long time. And it is a very good ship. It doesn't really excel at any one thing, but it doesn't do anything badly either. It's got a lot of big guns, its armour's okay, it's pretty fast, it's got decent anti-aircraft firepower. It's just an all-round good at most things ship. She has an extremely heavy armour-piercing broadside with all 12 of those 16-inch guns. Actually, speaking of that, it's getting quite hard to keep track of which ship in the game has the heaviest armour-piercing broadside. I know the Montana used to be a serious contender for the #1 spot, just due to the sheer number of 16-inch guns, but, well, Wargaming keep introducing so many new weird and wonderful Tier 10 battleships with larger calibers that it's really becoming hard to keep track, but the Montana's still definitely up there as a serious contender. Runner actually switched to high explosive there. I think he was probably expecting to be shooting at an enemy destroyer first rather than a battleship. He switched back to the armor-piercing now. Montana also has an improved damage repair party consumable, an improved heal that heals back 30% more damage per second than most other Tier 10 battleships without access to specialised repair teams. Unfortunately, the Montana's rudder shift is god-awful. I mean, it's really bad. 22.2 seconds. I mean, that's terrible by any step. Ooh. That was unexpected. Our first citadel of the day. But yes, a 22.2 second rudder shift time. The Montana's pretty quick in a straight line, but just doesn't like to turn. However, the Montana's unique upgrade does help with that, giving the Montana just a bad rudder shift rather than an absolutely bloody terrible one, as well as better resistance to fires and floods, although it does come at a price. It costs you some concealment. I'm pretty sure Runner is not using that legendary module, since his turning circle appears to be measured in postcodes, and when he's not firing his guns, his concealment is very respectable, 14 kilometres down from the base 17.82 kilometres that the Montana has without equipment and commander skills. Oh, that guy's just begging for a paddling. Super heavy armour-piercing shells. Take no prisoners. They're kind of floaty though. They take a while to get there. But when they get there, they hurt. If any of these shells hit the citadel, they'll do 13,500 damage. And she fires 12 of them at once. And while it is true that the Montana's Tier 10 sister ship, the other tech tree, Tier 10 US Navy battleship, the USS Vermont, has 12 18-inch guns, Montanas don't take 40 seconds to reload. Oh, those look like very nasty torpedoes. I think Runner's butthole was doing the old 50 pence, 5 pence, 50 pence, 5 pence. Pucker factor 10 there. That would have been an unfortunate start to the game. As Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill once very famously said, nothing in life is quite so exhilarating as being shot at without a result. It's not my favourite Churchill quote though. My favourite Churchill quote might not actually have been said by him, but it is reported to have been said by him. in 1949. In 1949, he was having a meeting at the home of Viscountess Nancy Astor, the first woman in the British Parliament to take a seat as a Member of Parliament. The two famously did not get along. Out of hospitality, she was obliged to offer him something to drink. He asked for coffee. And Viscountess Astor is alleged to have said to him, "Sir, if I were your wife, I would put poison in your coffee." And Churchill famously replied, "Madam, if I were your husband, I would drink it." Oh, love it. What does any of this have to do with the Montana jingles? Oh, absolutely nothing. Well, actually, maybe it does. Nancy Astor was an American-born British politician, born in Danville, Virginia. Her first husband was Robert Gould Shaw II, the famous turn-of-the-century American landowner and polo player, and Churchill's mother was an American actress. So there you go. There's the American connection. It's not much of a connection, but I'll take it. Also, nice kill, by the way. Technically, nice kill steal, by the way, but hey, whatever. It's one destroyer down. It's great news for anybody sailing a battleship. So how about a Swedish connection, since Runner 357 is a Swedish military veteran? Well, Churchill was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1953, not just as a result of publishing his memoirs post-World War II, but also the speeches that he made during... Whoa! Sorry, nearly missed that. Yeah. I mean, it was only 8,000 damage. The poor old Mogami only had that. Oh, shit. Now, is he going to get lucky twice? I don't think so. But still, it's just the one torpedo, and judging by the pitiful amount of damage, probably from something Swedish. There you go. There's another connection. Well, what was the Churchill connection? Oh yeah, the Nobel Prize for Literature. It's awarded in Stockholm. The Nobel Prize is a Swedish award. Not a lot of people realise that, but yeah. Oh my lord. Another double citadel. And what's going on there in chat? Eat this torp, you fucking cockroach. Who's that? That's the Yugamo. What did Runner ever do to him? You could understand the Halland being upset. He did slap him for 5,400 damage with an armour-piercing salvo, but that's nothing compared to what about happened to this Iowa. Man, look at that broadside. Oh, baby. That's a really nice broadside you've got. A real shame if somebody were to... How many citadels is that now? It's only 6. Although I think he's about to get a few more on that Riga as soon as these guns unload. Unload? Reload. And then unload. You know what I mean. Everybody loves map border huggers. Especially map border huggers who are going very, very slowly because their engine power is being reduced because they're map border huggers. Now that, kids, is justice. And where did that Yamato go? By the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but this is a massive lemming train. If you've been following the progress of Runner's team around the map, they've basically all been following him up to the north. And now that he's turning south and driving through the cap circle, none of them appear to be in any rush to follow him. Ooh, the USS Constellation. That thing doesn't have particularly good armour, does it? Let's find out. And yeah, I'm going to go with nope. There's high caliber with 209,000 damage. Also, note that Runner is actually capping in a battleship. Now, what that says about the rest of his team, I'll leave up to your imagination. Oh, there's the Halland, and it looks like he's in the process of losing a gunfight to a Shimakaze. Although he did get finished off by the Ohio. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this battle that I'm finding very hard to explain. Oh, the Yamato that everybody forgot about has just managed to sink a Minotaur. What do you mean? That guy back there he is. Yeah, Runner foolishly believed that the 6 ships behind him might be able to take care of a 30,000 health Yamato by themselves. Runner was wrong. It turns out that if you need a job done properly, don't rely on your teammates to do it. Get it done yourself. Shots out. Return fire from the Yamato. Narrowly missed him. Aimed at the Ohio. Wow, he didn't actually sink him. Well, that's a first. Don't worry, I'm sure everybody else shooting at him will be able to take care of business. The Ohio's got some shots out. I'm not seeing any messages reporting the death of a Yamato. Nope, he's still there. Well, of course he is. Come on, runner, try again. Oh, that cheeky Japanese bugger's healing up. That's most unsporting of him. Is he allowed to do that? Actually, you know, I'll say one thing about this massive lemming train. With everybody jammed together like this, it's making things really, really difficult for the enemy carrier. He's just not able to get any aircraft through all of this concentrated anti-aircraft fire. So I suppose that's a thing. Will that Yamato please die? Is the ZF-6 going to get him? Is anybody going to get him? Runner's got better things to do at this point. Or has he? There's the Kraken unleashed. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Runner 357 in the USS Montana. When your team are so shit, you have to be the spearhead and the rear guard at the same time. How many citadels are we on now? 10. I think we need some more. I think that Minotaur's going to provide them. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, he's starting to move forward. Shots out. No lock on, of course. Shouldn't expect them all to hit. The Minotaur was on full health. He's not now. He is very definitely not on full health now. Yeah. Oh, he's smoking up. That's cute. Enjoy the 5 seconds of uninterrupted shooting you're going to get before Runner gets into cover behind this island, and now you can't see anything because you're smoked up. Good job. Oh, there's another constellation over there. Observe the rest of Runner's team. Now, Runner doesn't want to drive headlong right into that lot because he knows the kind of backup and support he's going to get from his team, so he starts turning around. Watch what happens to the rest of the team as soon as Runner starts turning around. Look at them all milling around in confusion. Now they no longer have a leader to follow. Of course, the other reason Runner's turning around is because that's a Zhao over there next to the rune, so there will be torpedoes. The Zhao, however, doesn't appear to have gotten the memo about what happens when you sail broadside on to a Montana. What do you think's going to happen here, kids? Yep. Actually, I think the Zhao was incredibly lucky and Runner was robbed that was only one citadel. He's got an interesting choice of targets here, though. I mean, he can kill the Zhao, but he can rack up a whole bunch of damage on the rune. All the constellation. Oh, choices, choices, choices. He's going for the damage. The rune does not have a reputation as a particularly well-armed cruiser. Oh man, I'm actually quite embarrassed for them. Runner's actually in a fairly tough spot. Oh, wow. Okay, I was going to say because the Yamato can hurt him. And then it didn't. Okay, it looks like the Ohio is shooting at the Yamato. He's going to go for the Constellation, try to get another kill. Honestly, well, yeah, okay, there is another kill. He should have killed the Zhao. He should have killed the rune. He was very unlucky not to. The Yamato finally manages to land a decent shell on target, but, well, doesn't live to celebrate the achievement. And I'm pretty sure that now, I'm not quite sure why he isn't healing. It's probably not worth it with the Minotaur shooting at him, and yeah, with the volume of fire coming out of that Minotaur, there was no way the heal was going to save him. Still, 322,000 damage. And it's difficult to see how his team can find a way to screw this up. Although they're probably going to try. Minotaur, very low health, thanks to the almighty bitch slapping that Runner delivered. Caught in a crossfire, trying to shield himself from one angle by using the island, but of course he's spotted by aircraft. And the team are definitely taking their time. I mean, it's a Minotaur. It just shoot. There we go. That's more like it. And that just leaves the enemy carrier. And there he is. Now, it is a Parseval, a German carrier. So I'm expecting at least one of the two surviving destroyers to find a way of dying to its secondaries. Let's see. You don't seem to have a lot of faith in these teams, do you, Jingle? No, I don't. Is it that obvious? Well, anyway, spoiler alert, neither of the destroyers managed to get killed by the carrier's secondaries, and somehow, against all of the odds, the 8 surviving members of Runner's team managed to get all of their shit together for long enough to take down a single carrier. And so that's a win. Eventually. Because, you know, it's a carrier. So, a cheeky little 322,000 damage, 954,000 credits, 25,000 experience, 3,500 base experience for Runner 357 in the USS Montana. He does make it look easy, doesn't he? Well, actually, it was the enemy team that made it look easy. It was his team that made it look difficult. And on that bombshell, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out the link in the video description to Runner 357's Twitch channel if you want to see more like this. Hope you're all having a great weekend, and as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.